Hey, we are jumping back in with another episode. Once I get started playing this game, I get so hooked so quick that I just can't stop. So, putting it down yesterday and then like deciding today when I came back, like, which one do I start? Do I start here or do I go back to another game I was playing? And then I sit back and go, nope, we gotta do at least one more episode here, and then we can go back to it. So we're back with Lyra Brooks, Captain, and we've made our way to Neon. We do not have a ship, as you can see. We just got rescued. We did it a little differently than I think was anticipated, but it still works for what we needed to. So we are here. Here's our Trackers Alliance mission board. Here's our ship terminal, right? So if we wanted to, let me see what ships you have for sale. I don't know
sure you
what
can find something you like.
I'm not sure what spaceport fee we would have to, but here are the available ships there, and then what the prices are. So the Achilles, right, an option is 100K. The Responder, 100 almost 180K, right? It's Class A. So the Achilles with a better reactor, at least, not a whole lot of cargo capacity, but enough. Then we got the Transpo. That's 125, almost 126K. The Wendigo. Oh my gosh, 248K. The Mako, which is kind of funny because, as you can see, is actually 184, 185K. The Sparrow, same. The Mustang, which is very close to looking like, so about 148K. Then we have the Rambler, almost 150. The Overhaul. Whoa. Ton of storage capacity. And then the Warhorse. 400K. 400K. Wow. And the funny thing is, I want it. I'm sitting here looking at it going, the things I can do with you. Interesting. So those are the options. All right, thanks, man. Again, I don't know what the spaceport fee. We still got to work on our what's the name, the Trade Authority kiosk. We got to work on some of our posters that are showing here. It's a little way too risque. But let's get inside here, and then what we need to do right off the bat is make some money. We are well over encumbered. So if we walk, we're fine. All right. We'll run a little bit and then walk. Oop, wrong button.
Devin and Astis is running into some trouble. Words of the wise. You don't want a
All
piece
right,
of that.
Nesha, we always, every time we come here,
Sniffers picked up the Aurora.
I don't know that that's the one. So we know Tevin and Estes is in trouble. So that's the job right off the bat to look at. And then back to the grind. We can apply for a job at Ryujin. I think we will put in an application. I don't know if I really want to do anything about my shirt. Alright. So job application, work experience. How many years of experience do you have working in a secretarial position or corporate environment? None. How familiar are you with Ryujin's industries and its products? Very. What is your proficiency with computers in regards to typing and file management? Medium. What level of education have you completed? High school. Do you have history of criminal activity? Yes. And then your application is not complete. All right. And of course, we get an interview, which, sadly, in the real world, would not happen. All right. So we got Seagert's Outfitters. We've got the Trade Authority.
I know your type. The freewheeling space station.
So we're going to come in here. Oh, you know what? Dang it. There's a mod that I would love to have right now that we don't have. That's where these guys actually have a life and have a schedule. That's not part of it. So these guys, I hate this guy. This guy's such
Yeah? What? Yeah?
I don't want to hear your stuff, man. All right. Well, good day to you too.
All right, smartass. Let's cut the bullshit.
Yeah,
You either
let's
walked
cut.
into the TA. So, instead.
And liberated goods are my
Now that's what I'm
area of
talking
expertise. All right, let's do some business.
about. You got the money.
I don't want to hear your BS. So vendor credits, he's got over 2 million credits. That might be a little too much, but I'm okay with that for now. We need to sell a bunch of stuff. So we got to we're not going to get a whole lot of money for it. Well, we're going to get some money though. So we have to figure out exactly what we can part with. This has 12, 17. This is right. The Crimson Cutter. And then right off the bat, we're trying to figure out what kind of money. And then really here is a disassembler. So we got 2 Equinoxes here. We can definitely get rid of them. And then we have this modified calibrated Grendel, which actually has pretty good. It's semi-automatic though. Then we have this guy. But I think I have another one as well, so I can get rid of that guy for sure. The Maelstrom just isn't going to hold up against everyone else. Privateer. All right, so I have 3 of these. I don't know that I need more than just one. Right? They're not throwable. And then we have the Reddick Side Star and the Solstice and the Scatter. Right? So the Scatter, I think I can part ways with. This here, I don't know that I needed the Adept. The only reason I would hold on to it is for the legend, the legendary mod on it. But I don't like Space Adept. So technically there really isn't a reason to hold on to it. Now we got the suppressed Grendel. The reason I like this one is because it is suppressed, but it is also semi-automatic. Then we have a suppressed Sig, but if we look at the damage on it, it isn't really great. What's the value on it? 800. All right, so we can let that one go. Staggering. Let's see, this one would, and you see, I can get rid of that one, and I can sure enough use that 4K. Having this, the Side Star and the Solstice, really eliminates the need for any other pistol right there. So I can let it go. The Earth 6 hour, the damage is okay, but it doesn't compare to this. And the only reason I would hold on to it, this one I wouldn't hold on to, so I'd let it go. Where's the one that was suppressed? Or was this suppressed? It wasn't. Where's the suppressed one? Okay, I gotta let it go. I'm gonna let this one go. I'm gonna let that one go. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Now, Furious, I definitely want to hold on to, right? And then I don't, because I want to get the mod off of it. I just don't know if I want the staff or not. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage. And so I'm just not sure about that one. Now this one I want to hold on to get the mods off of it. It's Berserker, Lacerate, and Frenzy. Disassembler, if I'm not mistaken, the mod allows you more damage towards robots and stuff. So I don't know how often or if I would use or need it, but so the side star can go. I gotta be honest with you. So can for now, I really have to say that I'll think about it. Okay, so the rip shank can go. The berserker, okay, and then the boosted. I mean, yeah. Okay. So now, spacesuits. Actually, like that. I like the booty on that one for sure. And then is that the pirate commando suit? Okay. Then we have this guy. What I would want to do is take the mechanized off of here and put it on one of these, right? But if we look at the protections, this one just has better protections across the board, right? But in truth, this is actually kind of my favorite looking suit. I really like so one is acrobats and the other one is liquid cooled and bolstering. This one is combat veteran and liquid cooled. I'm kind of looking to get rid of some mass for one, and two, I'm looking to get some money. All right, we'll let that one go. All right, packs. That is my favorite. This isn't bad either, and it's fastened. So this one has O2 filter, galvanized and reactive, and this one is bolstering, weapon holsters, and repulsing. This one is just bolstering. Let it go, and then this one is armor plated. All right, yeah, not ready to give those up yet. So this is my favorite. It's technician and hacker, and this one's antiseptic and beast hunter. All right, we're still well over encumbered. And then we got a ton of just outfits, gloves. Get rid of that. Get rid of jacket. Trench coat. We'll hold on to the vest. Get rid of that one. So this is outfit A2. I really like, I believe it's D1, C1, and E1 are the ones that I truly like. D3, nope. So D1, I like it because of the midriff. And so we'll keep one of those. E1, it's just, I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about that one yet so far. So we'll get rid of one of them. Sleeve tech, the IET jacket. The retro isn't bad. the vest cropped. Jumper, I think that one. What was C1? C1 was okay too. So D1 and C1 are my favorites. C1 I think being, then B2. Yeah. All right. And then we can come down here. I do also like the infiltrator suit. I think it's just sleek. And then it's become 25% harder to detect. That's good. Engineering outfit. Position. Then we have this. All right. So throwables, and then we got a ton of aid. Get rid of that. So now we get rid of that. See, we gotta do something about those. Figure that out. All right. So let's get out of there. And then resources. Right now, we got a ton of heavy stuff. I don't need this comm relay right now, so let's let it go. Anything really over, yeah. I'm gonna let them go for now. No, nope, dang it. Didn't want to let that one go. I need to get that one back. Get rid of that. For now. Can't get rid of the positron batteries. Wish they were lighter than that, though. What are you doing? Okay, so what I need is, where's my buyback? I need to buy the reactive gauge back. Okay. All right. So resources, we still got a ton. All right, iridium. Sell that. So that's got us back underweight, which is good. Uh-huh. All right. What are essentials? Oh, X-Tech and Digipix. All right, and then collectibles. Nice. Okay.
If you find anything else, make sure you bring it to me.
One of the things. Oh, look at that. Trade Authority dead drop. That's pretty chill. Alright, just bear with me a second here. Jump in. Look to see. Alright, nice. So here's our Dark Star stuff. Of course, it's all blocked. I don't know that we have everything necessary. Alright. Should be like all button. Alright, equipment. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Then pharmacology. Alright. Alright, just wanted to get those done. Also, I
Better
think
not be a waste of my time.
also like two.
Those corporate skills. Ryujin is hiring the best
Kevin.
and brightest of today.
Can't remember if it's the Emporium.
So, why did you drag me in here?
You said you wanted to buy something nice for your
Sell only the
girlfriend.
finest
Here we are.
goods for the discerning
Do you
customer.
think I've suddenly inherited a fortune?
Are you sure you're in the right place?
Price range.
You certainly don't look like one of our usual clientele.
Told me she has expensive tastes.
You know what? And I almost wore my entitled
And then
snob
there's the
outfit today
Emporium.
too.
I take it from your tone I've made an error in judgment.
Seriously.
Please forgive my
seriously.
disrespect. We have quite a few, shall we say, thugs that find their way into my establishment and create a disturbance. In fact, there's a particular Seoka member who calls himself Headlock, who repeatedly torments me by damaging my goods.
All right. You try talking to the authorities?
Ah, yes, the authorities. Neon security. Corrupt, bumbling idiots who couldn't solve a crime if it occurred right in front of their faces. Anyway, I've already taken up too much of your valuable time. Was there anything else I could help you with?
Well, how about this? Let me go ahead and handle this headlock guy for you.
Oh my goodness, that's such a relief. You have no idea. Thank you for accepting my offer.
No problem.
Headlock's quite a dangerous gentleman. I believe you can find him hanging out somewhere in Epside near Frankie's Grab and Go.
Frankie's Grab and Go. Why are there Seoka hanging out at Grab and Go?
No one knows. Seoka are sleek, well-dressed mobsters. They aren't low-life gang members. Why they choose to hang out at a run-down little convenience store like that is beyond me.
All right. Well, I doubt he'll be alone.
Probably not. Seoka tend to hang out in small groups. Good for them, but for us. Anyway, that's really all I know. Head back here when you've taken care of the situation. Good luck.
What can you tell me? What more can you tell me about this guy?
I believe he's a newer member of Seoka. They pulled him up out of one of the street gangs that crawl through our sewers. If you are wondering how I know about that, he boasts about it every time he comes in here. He's quite a large gentleman. I believe you can find him roaming the street somewhere in Epside near Frankie's Grab and Go. Look, if he somehow disappeared, you'd be doing everyone in Neon a favor. No one would miss him, no one would care.
Understood. All right.
Please visit us again if you're in the market for luxury items.
All right. No problem. All right. So we got our first job. Now we have Epside is dangerous. Mod installed. So that means when we go down in here, there's all kinds of things that could run into, right? There's street gangs. So there's all types of gang activity that will be happening. And then if you run up against or move past a particular wrong spot, you could be putting yourself in a position or I'm going back this way. I know this is the right way, but we have this thing called treasure hunt. That's a mod that I've added to the existing mod
Welcome to
list.
Chunks. Please choose
And
your chunks.
what that mean? What that does is that it hides little treasures. And you see right there, this is the London Syndicate. So you can see the Syndicate is over there, but either this guy bit off more than he can chew. She bit off more than she can chew. So I can sell it. So right now, what we're doing is we're making ourselves some money. I'm just gonna slide down here a little bit. We don't want to get too close because then you can see how the red just popped on the screen. So we're just trying to keep things on the DL, not overstep. Now, what I'm doing also is I'm going into different areas and I'm doing the scanning. Yes, I'm doing the scanning because in doing so, I can seek out or scan for the victim. Right. We don't like that. Oh shoot! Ow! That hurt. Now, in truth, this looks a little different than I remember. So, but we're gonna do this.
You're not supposed to be here.
And they got it told me I'm not supposed to be. What I should do. And one main reason I did this is because we're trying to get to 400K. I want 400K. This is our port. Dang it. Sorry. All her. go. I haven't figured out like where I'm at yet. This is that drug dealer. He actually has a stash there. Where am I supposed to go back? This is the normal. Like, grab it. Go. Yeah, we got. Go ahead. More trouble. Then we're already.
Howdy. Yes?
Okay, come on, tell me your store actually does business. And nothing. Everywhere you go, bad. Yeah. I don't know where I am, but I don't. Same.
Hello?
Hey,
Yes, what?
alright, so there is no actual store.
Beat it. You don't want any part of it.
Abandoned substation. Alright, we gotta figure out where we're supposed to get there. Is it on the other side? Man,
Hey, you ever catch sight of the boy?
might have. I could have sworn it told me to go in on this side, but we might be on this side.
What I don't sell ends up in trouble.
We'll put the weapon away. When we're up. So it tells us to go back this way. I honestly. And, yeah. since we're up here.
Need something? We need to move some merch. Now we're getting somewhere.
Well, yeah, I got a lot of stuff that I just picked up. All right, we do that, that, that. Oh my God. I am an idiot. Okay. All right, so these are the things that I just picked up or just bought off of him. And so whatever money I spent, I'm going to lose. I'm going to lose here. Damn it. Because all those things that I bought, he's not going to give me the same price that I bought them for. So I just wasted a ton of money. Not being in the right menu. I am so pissed. What I need to do is just go to one of those kiosks and sell there instead of trying to buy, instead of trying to sell directly to him. So yeah, if you probably noticed, I had more money when I came in than I do now, and there's nothing I can do about it because Alright, at least I can make some money there. Okay, there it is. But yeah, I screwed the pooch on that one for sure. I just met, oh my God, I can't believe I did that. Wow, that was so stupid. That was the epitome of just absolute stupidity. Oh my God. That is seriously frustrating. Man.
Done here.
Yep, so
Time
that
to
was
move
an
on.
absolute. So what I really should have done, just to be on the safe side, and I gotta make kind of. Usually they have a kiosk around here, security kiosk. I need to just concentrate on hitting that, as opposed to just deciding to. Let's see. It's telling me to hit this one. Can't believe I did that. So stupid. That was extremely dumb. Don't know where she is. Bear with me. It's telling me to go in here, but I don't think that's right. I don't think it's pointing me in the right direction. So I'm going to, let me see. No,
Careful
I
out
don't
there, buddy.
remember where she is, for sure. And no, I don't have $1,000.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bad part of town, buddy. I'm gonna do you a favor.
I think I can handle myself.
Hey, it's your ass, not mine. Us crate rats used to think the Ebbside strikers were awful. With all the muggings and shakedowns, but
I know. Gotcha.
I wish they weren't just holed up in Madame Savage's. Streets are getting...
Right, I might check these guys.
Well, you'll find them at Madame Savage's. They're always holding auditions, as they call it.
Right.
So, being so helpful, chance for a donation. Come on, might be saving my life. But with the disciples and all.
I'm such a sucker,
Have a heart.
especially after screwing Pooch.
Hey, thanks. I mean it. Go back to the plaza. Ain't nothing but shit in misery.
I feel you, man. I feel you. All right. Where was he? He's not wrong. But I believe Frankie's grab and go is there. See? It's right there. But right now, take the credits. We almost got what we got. Melon caviar, solstice. Alright. Really?
We need to leave. Now.
You gonna pull a knife on me, bro? Alright, we made our money. Freedom. Here's Frankie's grab. Syndicate grab today.
Hope you're a paying customer.
Well, we'll see.
You lost, kiddo?
Not lost. Not lost. This isn't really a store, is it?
Sure, sure. I just don't get too many quality customers here. Most folks head over to Newell's or the Emporium if they've got the creds. I'd say less than half my customers are legit. The others are just kids up to no good.
Alright. Well, you know, last time I checked, I was an adult.
Just something I call everyone. Nothing to get worked up over. I had some high hopes for this shop back when my husband and I opened it a while back.
Mm-hmm.
These days, if you ain't a regular, you're usually trouble.
I might be a little bit of trouble. Did something happen?
Course something happened. Ain't that always the case?
It is.
Let's just say those hopes died a long time ago, and there ain't no reviving them.
Well, yeah. You won't get any trouble from me.
We'll see about that.
We'll see. Tevin and Estes, he told me about this thug named Headlock. Says he hangs around here. Know anything about that?
Never heard of them. Now, are you gonna buy something or just annoy me all day?
Well, I'm fixing to be annoying you. I really need to know where he is.
How am I supposed to know where he is?
Well, I know you'd like to help me if you could.
Yeah, I hope so.
Mm-hmm. Me too. And that reminds me of this joke I heard the other day. From the same board, right?
That's pretty good.
It was, wasn't it? It was. All right. So, come on. You really do want to help me.
You don't know what you're talking about. I told you, I don't know who Headlock is. Now either quit loitering or make yourself useful and buy something.
All right. Well, maybe this will jog your memory.
Well, now that I know you're serious, we can talk business. Yeah, I know Headlock can't stand him. And I heard some of the other Sioka can't either. That boy doesn't know how to keep himself out of trouble. What'd he do this time?
He's been terrorizing the Emporium.
Well, if any place should be terrorized, it may as well be the Emporium.
You ain't kidding.
In any case, if you're so desperate to find him, he and his friends are probably hanging out in Warehouse 4, somewhere near there.
Go ahead.
I gotta ask, what are you gonna do with him?
I'm gonna talk to him real polite, like. I'm gonna shake him down. You know, cover Tevin's expenses.
You're every bit a thug that Headlock is. I'm done talking with you. You have your info, and I have a shop to run, so either beat it or buy something.
All right.
See you around.
See you around. Won't be the last. Especially if I get a job with Ryujin. Wait. Take it. Right. Okay, I'll take that. This is an easy one to get to. So that ammo going, frag grenades, and that time. Yeah, ain't mad at that. That's pretty decent. Alright, where am I going? I'm going over there. But of course,
Destinate for you.
no, it's not. But guess what? We gotta make do.
Shit, that could have been me.
Could have been. Guess what? It is you. Almost over. Warehouse. We have a couple of choices here. I think it's not so easy. Oh, wrong button.
Hey, come on!
I should have saved. Why is there a bounty added? Okay, yes, I know murders against the law. No one witnessed it. And they're criminals. You see, I haven't stolen anything. Headlock right here. That. Let me check something real quick though. I don't know why I did that because no matter what, I have to take out headlock anyway. All right. So we have to deal with. I was able to get Frankie to tell me where headlock is. I need to go find him and take care of him. So I mean, I don't know what the bounty. I don't understand the bounty part. Yes, I understand killing someone isn't the best thing. Right? Isn't great, but also I don't like the removal of the, like I said, I don't mind grinding. All right, so there's Frankie.
What's going on? Someone there?
What we're doing is, this is an experiment. We took him out quietly. No issue. Okay. Yeah. So there you have it. Numbered. We'll get our money. Sell that stuff. That's what we'll
That side's a bad place for tourists.
That's another thing we can do. We can actually join the strikers. That's another way of making money, and it's something that we can do without actually having to leave Neon. Yeah. So much better.
If it's too hot to... You need to move some merch.
Yeah.
Always happy to take your money.
Well, this time I know better, and I will just sell. Alright, so those are the things we just picked up. And spacesuits. I think we picked up 3 of those, but because each one is 1.2K. Packs. 3 of those. Yep. Helmets. And then that's weighing us down too. That is definitely weighing us down. We can get rid of one of them. I mean, we don't technically need them until we actually have a ship. But I kind of want to have something. Okay. I can sell all my chunks. Get rid of the alcohol at least. Alright, just trying to lighten up the load.
Alright, buzz off.
Alright.
Busy.
Alright. What we need is
Reunion is hiring the best and brightest of today for the future tomorrow.
Look, man, have a heart. I can't pay right now, but I'll spot you next time, okay?
Do I look like an idiot? Tell me, do I have a sign that says idiot taped to my back?
No?
I know what you've been wasting your money on. Damn junkies. You pay the posted price, or you don't get anything at all. I'm running a business here. I don't give handouts.
Okay. Jeez, sorry.
and we're supposed to be helping him.
Welcome to the Emporium. I appreciate your help with this matter, but please, don't get yourself killed on my account.
Alright. Headlock is already taken care of. He won't be bothering you anymore.
Oh my. Now that is a true relief. I thought I would never be rid of him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not one to get involved with the rabble, so I'm glad you came along when you did. Thank you for your help.
Oh, 16K. Nice. Alright. Thank you.
It was good to have you in my shop. Farewell.
Alright, you too. It was good to be in your shop. Holy cow. Okay. So before we
Clover
actually...
over at Kelcourt, she's too good for Neon. Sounds like she's trying to help someone or something. Honestly, I kind of tuned her out.
Alright. Next in line, we'll help out Miss Clover. And she is right this way.
We'll see some action soon. Just waiting around.
You and me both.
Are 3 times face value. When contacted, the Lux Site's
I don't
agent
even
said it's going to be
there it is.
one heck of a show. Remember, it's their music forever.
Kill for a cup of coffee right about now.
Mm-hmm. Let's get in here. And we want to go to Kelp Core. Alright. Hello. accent.
Welcome to Keltcore. Again. Look, you can tell Mr. Okadibo that I'm doing everything I can. Blood from a stone, if you'll pardon the expression.
You know, this is a bad time for you. I can come back later.
But in your... Wait a minute. Have I screwed this up again? Ah, damn. You aren't here about Mr. Okadibo's debt to Kelkor. Oh, this is so embarrassing. Let me start over. My name's Clover McKenna, but you can call me Chloe. Sorry for me outburst.
Maybe I should have been wearing a name tag or something, you know.
Yeah, maybe you should have, for my sake.
Mm-hmm.
This mess with Mr. Okadibo over at the Neon Mining League has really thrown me off my game.
Ah, well, must be one heck of a mess to cause such a fuss for you.
If only you knew.
Well, I'm trying to pry.
Mr. Okadibo owes a substantial debt to Keltcore.
Okay.
I've given him more than enough time to try and come up with the money, but my father's patience is running out. Frankly, I don't know how much longer I can stall.
You need me to assist you in recovering his debt?
You'd be willing to help out. That's awfully kind of you.
Well, I can twist some arms. Well, it's kind of nice, you know, it's kind of you to stick up for him in the first place, so at least I can just try to help out, right?
Just because I work for a megacorp doesn't mean I don't have a heart. Saburo, Mr. Okadibo, he's one of the nicest people you'll ever meet, especially in this city. He really needs help, but he's too proud to accept any money from me. Maybe he'd listen to someone like you?
Her little display in the background is getting a little distracting there. Are you personally involved with him?
That is a rather personal question, and I would prefer we kept things professional, if you don't mind.
No, don't mind at all. Yeah, I can talk to him.
Oh, that'd be splendid. Just amazing. If you can get his debt off my conscience, I'd be grateful. It's been on my mind so much I've been keeping a diary. Oh. And don't worry about payment. I guarantee you won't be disappointed. McKenna always keeps that promise.
Okay. And then how did he rack up so much debt?
When he opened the shop, he outfitted it with equipment from our company. Spent a bundle of cash he didn't have. Obviously, business hasn't been going well, because he's fallen way behind on his payments. Opening a mining business on a world almost entirely covered in ocean probably wasn't the most savvy of business plans. I suppose he intended to cater to travelers that were passing through our system. But it's clearly backfired. That poor man.
I see. All right. Well,
Tough
thank
city. You watch yourself out there.
All right, hold on a sec, though. I'm gonna go take a tour. All right, looks like nobody's
I ended up at Keltcore. Miss McKenna treats her employees like family.
I don't know, but I gotta get out of here. It's been non-stop interruptions since this morning, and I'm not spending another break at my
Can't talk. I've got a deadline coming up.
Mouth open.
Yeah.
Keep it moving.
I'm gonna try. Hold on a sec. I have to admit, this business with Saburo's keeping me up at night. I can see how it's starting to wear off, personally and professionally. Saburo's a good, non-honorable man. Pride won't allow him to accept my money, but what he doesn't understand is the game is rigged. Even in good times, variable interest rates are designed to landslide you. All I want to do is give him a fair shake. I may not believe in every idea he has, but I believe in him. He just needs a financial partner who can offer some direction. Someone who has his best interests at heart. I won't lie. Given my position, it may be a conflict. But my feelings for him aside, I really do want to help.
More like one of those months. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to Terran
Hello.
right now.
Yeah? I'll go with you. We can pick up an extra for Chloe if she asks.
Let's go find this Saburo guy. The Astral Lounge.
People joke, say those Varun zealots worship a snake.
Or visiting United.
Now, what I will say is this, right? So I think I've said it a few times. I don't think there are. So a lot of these require you. So when the game was originally put out, in order to move to the next level or to get the next tier in a particular skill, you know, you had to kill a certain number of enemies, you had to run a certain distance, right? Depending on what you're trying to improve, which skill you're trying to improve. I understand the idea of it can be kind of grindy, right? To run, you know, basically 1,000 meters, you know, with at least 75% encumbrance. I understand that can be kind of considered grindy and everything, but for me, I think it's better than just being able to, if you had the skill points available, you can just go in and close out a complete skill just like that. If I had 4 skill points, I can just jump right in here and do each rank, right? There has to be, in my opinion, you have to earn the next rank. And skill points alone shouldn't be it. Skill points allows you to unlock it, but there has to be some sort of experience gain or something done, in my opinion, to cause you to earn the ability to unlock it. And I think taking that away kind of cheapens the game and makes it kind of easier to just advance it what you want. Now the question becomes, what exactly should you need to do or have to do in order to advance, right? Like piloting to advance to the next class, all I need is the skill point. I don't need to actually do anything. And to me, that's like, really, you know. And previously, in order to get Class B, I believe you would have to have taken out 5 or 10 ships. I can't remember the number. And then for Class C, you would have to take out like a total of 30 ships or something like that. I just throwing numbers out there. I'm not sure what the exact number was. But to me, it's like, okay, you can lessen the grind, but there still should be some sort of thing that you need to do to make you worthy of that next level. Same with shields. And then, I mean, to me, it's like revamp what it is that you need to do and make it make more sense and flow along with the game rather than just eliminate it altogether. And then next thing you know, it's really on me now to hold myself to a little bit of discipline to say, no, it's too soon. It's too soon to have that ability. It's too soon to be able to, you know, pilot Class C ships. So it just, again, there needs to be some sort of,
Look at this place.
Take it easy.
Ridiculous, right?
just some sort of,
Why would someone open a mining
whether you like the
supplies
grind, there
business
should
on
at
an
least be some
Welcome,
sort of,
welcome, my friend. It's been a long time since I've seen a new face.
I give it a few more months before this
really,
loser packs it in.
business that bad?
I'm afraid it is. You see, when I opened this shop, I had grand ambitions of creating a mining supply empire on Volai. Yet here I am, only a few years later, pockets empty, and my business on the verge of closure. It is a sad day.
Well, you know what's kind of sad is this planet is mostly water. What kind of mining are you going to do with water unless you're actually intending on trying to mine underwater mining, right? And is that even a thing right now on this planet? Is that even available? Without any help, what's going to happen?
I don't know, my friend. I suppose I would be at Neon's mercy. Just another failed dreamer, walking the streets and living in a sleep crate.
Well, maybe I can help.
That would be a blessing, my friend, but I wouldn't want to impose.
Why do you think you're not getting much business?
Listen to me, my friend. I hear what the people say on the street. They call me crazy for opening a mining business on an ocean world. I was aiming so much higher, hoping to attract these space travelers, passing through the Volai system on their prospecting journeys. It was stupid to assume I could corner the market on mining supplies and raw materials without a solid foundation. And by God, I've paid the price.
I'd say. Anything I can do to help you save your store?
You would do that for a total stranger? Bless you, my friend. Bless you. I've come up with an idea that I'm hoping will generate a lot of interest in my business. And you were the final element that was missing. If you could bring these flyers to some of the other vendors in Neon, it would explain how we can improve our businesses as a group.
Sounds simple enough.
Wonderful. Simply wonderful. You have no idea the weight you have lifted from my shoulders. I appreciate your help. If there's anything I can do, anything at all, please, let me know.
Well, you know, Clover, you remember her? She sent me over here. She's offering to pay your debt off for you.
Oh, she did? Miss McKenna is very kind, but I cannot accept. It is my responsibility to pay the loan. If I cannot, then what happens, happens.
I think you should take the money.
I am sorry, my friend, but I can do no such thing. When a man signs a contract, he must honor it, no matter the terms.
You know, the bank has more than enough money, right? Taking the offer hurts nobody.
I do agree Kelt Corp has more than they can loan or spend.
Don't do it for yourself. Do it for Clover.
Taking her money will only cause her hardship. I will bring her harm in this manner.
No, trust me, you won't. Don't let pride get in your way, man. Take the money.
Pride is all I have.
We suck.
What are credits compared to a man's integrity and honor? I am sorry. I know you and Miss McKenna mean well, but I simply cannot accept this donation.
I want to talk about your debt, man.
Ah, yes. You are here on behalf of Miss McKenna. She is...
Here, look, check this out, man. This might change your mind.
Really? Let me take a look. Oh, I did not know she felt this way. She is always so professional. I thought she did not like me. That is why I have sent proxies to negotiate my debt.
Oh, she definitely likes you, bro.
And I like her.
Ooh.
Oh, that came out wrong.
Wait,
what
did
I meant
not
to say was, I respect her business acumen.
Is that what they call it
Look
these
at
days?
me. My palms are sweating.
I bet they are.
Regardless, you have done me a service, and for that, I thank you. You can tell Miss McKenna, I mean Chloe, that I accept her offer.
Now, the feelings between you and her, are they mutual?
I do have feelings for her, and maybe now I will have the courage to tell her.
Good.
I know they say never to mix business with pleasure, but there are always exceptions.
Redhead with an Irish accent is definitely one. Okay. All right.
It was good of you to stop by, my friend.
All right. Peace out, my brother.
Hey there.
Hey, how you doing? Let's get in here.
Some of your mining gear, but I'm gonna need a discount.
I'm sorry, my friend, but prices are set in stone. I'm afraid I cannot provide any discounts.
Oh, come on,
That's right, man.
Where am I supposed to go mining on Volai Alpha?
All right, so right here,
It's
you see
nothing but
environmental seal.
Look,
So we will make
pay
one of
50%,
those.
but no more. You should be happy, you know? I don't exactly see any
I don't know if I'm
customers clamoring
ready.
at the doors.
No, I cannot do that. You have to pay what everyone else pays.
I do want to see what one looks like.
Have your way.
Did I have to spend money to make that? I don't know.
What's up?
All right, so, oop, wrong button. Get so used to hitting the B button to go into the Pip-Boy or to go into your inventory. All right, so here you see the environmental seal is there. Really doesn't do anything right now. And then we go here, and then we got the armored security outfit that we picked up somewhere. Oh, I gotta get rid of this stuff. But there's an atlas. Why is it not here? Exosuits, there it is. I'm not a fan. But it does give you +5 intimidation. And it does have extra added I'll think on it. I might just sell it too.
You good?
I don't know if it cost me 5K to make it. Alright, so first things first. Before we go back, we'll talk to this guy.
Looking to blow a hole in something? If you're here to buy, take a look around the shop. Just keep your hands where I can see them.
Wow, that's an awful way to treat a customer.
My store, my rules.
Gotcha.
If you don't like it, talk to Styx. He runs our, complaints department.
And Styx is who?
See that giant Model A right over there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's Styx. And if I were you, I wouldn't get on his bad side. He has a very short temper.
Sounds like he's not the only one. Let's see. Well, okay. Well, you won't get any complaints from me. I'm here to spend some money.
That's more like it. You know, I'm sick and tired of people coming in here and treating Styx like he's some kind of sideshow exhibit.
Isn't he?
I mean, look at that graffiti they sprayed onto his chassis. If I could find the asshole who did that, I'd make him pay for the paint removal.
Oh. Well, you know, I could probably track that person down if you want.
You'd do that? Huh. Okay. Maybe I misjudged you.
Maybe you did. Why can't it allow assault like that to go unpunished?
Huh. I'm glad you see Styx as more than just a possession. The lowlife that did this to my buddy calls himself Warlord.
Warlord.
You can probably find him somewhere near Euphorica. Scare the crap out of this punk, and it'll teach all the Ebside lunatics that nobody messes with me and the Styx.
And why is he targeting you?
Warlord's one of the disciples, one of Neon's street gangs that claims it owns Ebside. A few years back, the gang tried to break in here and rob my place, but Styx put one of them down and sent another to Reliant on a stretcher. He and his buddies have been harassing me ever since, mostly by scaring away my customers and stealing my deliveries. Warlord still swears he'll get even with me, and he came pretty damn close when he somehow managed to disable Styx and sprayed him with paint. It feels like it's only a matter of time before he gets past Styx, and I'm done for.
Okay. Okay. Hey, Saburo, he's got a cross promotion opportunity for you. If you're interested.
Don't need it. Don't want it. Take it somewhere else.
He wasn't gonna do it. Okay.
You ever get nightmares?
And I don't know why I ran in here because I knew he wasn't
I
gonna
did
do
not
it.
understand your query. Please
If you want to see real
I
quick.
get what you're saying. You just want to forget, but one's got nothing to do with it.
I'm sorry. I did not understand your query. Please rephrase.
So I can.
No one understands.
Can't do a long
stupid
barrel yet.
piece of tin.
I don't think I can do anything. Like that. I don't have any of the stuff necessary.
I wonder how things would have been different if I took a different
let's see.
path. If I flipped the coin of life.
I can
came out
actually
heads
put a
instead of
roll
tails.
legendary
I'm sorry.
modifier.
I did not understand your query.
One of the X
Please
stat,
rephrase.
Yeah, you got a
and
point.
credits if I
I
want to.
screwed it up either way.
And
You know, Styx, crime in this city
but
gets worse
we
by the
don't-
day.
we don't wanna waste our
Vandals,
money right
thieves, gangs.
worry about
I'm
that.
sorry. I did not understand your query. Please rephrase.
So we got to go. Let. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Hit it once. There you go. All right. So we're not gonna have that one. What we're gonna do is this is the one we're gonna speak to Warlord. So first things first. Not sure where. All right, I think that's Ryujin down that way. And did he say he didn't like the look of me? I think he really said he didn't like the look of me. Clover's going to be ecstatic, and she's going to give us a lot of money.
Something
Hey
I
there.
can do for Lovely day for it.
Let's see. Hey, Saburo agreed to let you pay his debts.
That's fantastic. I was worried
maybe.
he'd take it the wrong way, so I'm glad you were able to convince him. I'll arrange for the funds to be transferred immediately. Hopefully Father will forgive the late fees. And if he doesn't, I can always reimburse them when he retires. In any case, thank you. And here, for your efforts.
Well, I appreciate it. 10K? Nice. Nice. Alright, that gives us 87, I think. I actually think we can afford one of those ships. I think. Not sure. But it doesn't matter because we're about to make some more money right now.
Gotta call someone's power kept going out.
Oh, yeah? Whose power? Alright, we don't know who's power.
Private sector. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's settle this once and for all. Velocity or Chimera?
Stay that way.
You kidding? Chimera, all day.
Lord.
Why do you think I'm
How are you?
I don't know. Chimera's nice, but Velocity, that will get you.
You like art?
See, you just proved my point. Down your third velocity, and you're out cold.
I don't
By the
know,
third
but
Chimera,
I
you're
know what I
floating
like.
on frickin'
Oh, you'll like this. Just head on over to Neon's Tactical and check out the robot.
Yeah, I
Best
guess
work.
you're right. Where Where the hell did Micah learn to mix a drink like that
Yeah,
anyway?
I don't consider that
Let's
art.
face it, some people
And
are
then, you
just
know, Frank,
gifted.
yeah, he wants retribution for what you did to Sticks.
That Cyclops should be thanking me. I dressed up his toy real nice, gave him a total makeover. He's lucky that's all I did after what that thing did to my crew.
Your crew was trying to rob him. So you admit to the crime, huh?
Yeah, I do. And I'll make art out of your guts if you step out of line.
Okay. I think you're gonna pay.
And what makes you think I will?
You got the strikers to worry about. Don't worry, time with running.
Except that's why we hit up his store in the first place. We need more firepower.
Alright, look, this needs to end. Haven't you lost enough of your crew?
My crew is exactly why I won't stop. Not until that Cyclops' blood is on the floor.
Alright, we're gonna. Alright, look, pay up, or this is gonna get nasty.
You must be real confused, stranger.
We
like
saw.
So I suggest you tell that one-eyed freak to go cry somewhere else.
Alright.
Fine by me, punk. Let's paint the walls with your blood.
Is this really happening?
Anything?
You good?
I'm good. Alright. Sorry, bud, but I'm taking all your stuff. So the credits, that's what we gotta give to what's his name. We'll take the axe. And we'll take everything. Okay. No one has issues? Okay. Hey, if they don't got issues, I don't have them either. You understand? I mean, this type of world we live in. We're used to people just pulling out weapons and shooting each other. You're...
I'd rather be doing this than getting mixed up with the gangs.
Can't believe I left that. See, he has a storage.
You need to leave now.
A thing. Good. Here. I'm just checking something real quick. I am not mistaken. I'm looking for no retribution. And I could be wrong. There would be absolutely nothing in here. But since we're down here, anyway. Alright. So we'll go to Del Frank. We'll Del Frank. That Warlord is done.
Can need a weapon, maybe some ammo.
Warlord's not gonna bother you anymore.
Good work. I hope you made him squirm.
I did one better.
Fine by me. That delinquent little punk deserves it.
Right?
Thanks. Styx is gonna get a new paint job, a coat of wax, the works. He's gonna look brand new. Oh, and here, for your trouble. Styx, how's this month looking?
Alright, 97.
I did not understand your query.
94. How am I thinking? Is that sound right to you?
I think I got them. What do you call them? Horns? Yeah, I got horns.
You have thorns? Alright, we're gonna go talk to him and he's gonna... James?
I've had enough, Rosa. Siegart's gone too far this time. Welcome to Newell's. If you're looking for any specific goods, Rosa and I guarantee we'll beat Sieghart's lousy selection every time.
Lousy? Well, sounds like you got a problem with Siegart's, man. What's up?
Oh, I don't have a problem with his place. My problem is Siegert himself. That man has absolutely no respect for the business community on Neon. He skips merchant meetings and refuses to participate in any of our group buys. Worst of all, he pays off Neon security to keep his place safe.
Understood. Well, you know, keeping this place safe does sound like smart business.
Yeah, sure. If all you care about is yourself. Every payment Siegert makes
That's the world we
validates
live in.
Neon Security's corruption. He's setting a bad precedent that many merchants are forced to follow. Anyway, sorry. I know I can get a little intense about these things. If you'll forgive the outburst and have a look around, I'm sure you'll find something you might want to buy.
Well, you know, I'll go talk to Siegert. See if I can talk some sense into him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that'd be extremely helpful. I honestly don't know what to say.
Well, you don't actually have to say anything.
Fair enough. Just be careful when you're dealing with Siegert. He can be surprisingly unreasonable when he's cornered.
Same, all of us, right? Hey, I got this flyer here. Saburo, you might want to look at that. Look at it.
Here, let me see that.
Yeah.
Oh, not a bad idea. You might be onto something here. Thanks for bringing this to me.
Hey, not a problem. All right. How often have you tried speaking to Siegert yourself, though?
The first time I brought up the subject, we got into a huge argument. Siegert said he had every intention of paying Neon security and that it was final. After that, I tried to speak to him a few times, but he's always been too busy to spend the time to sit down and have a decent conversation. It's obvious he has no intentions of talking to me anymore. I honestly don't know what I did to make him so angry with me.
I could probably guess.
Watch your back out there.
I don't want you to get upset. But Administrator Bayou came by while you were out.
Oh, yeah? His Majesty decided to come down from his throne and walk amongst us peasants?
Peasants. All right, so one of the things we can do
for our contributions to the city.
So you can see here, we have this, and then we haven't gotten there yet, but it has different tiers that can go, and then we can do the same thing.
We can line his ivory trade tower.
But we are going to come down here, and we're going to find our environmental seal. Specialization, we don't have required parts or components yet. Design,
chase more zone heads out of
don't have any. And commercial grade. So right now, this is what it does. It just adds 15 of each: thermal, airborne, corrosive, and radiation to our suit. which isn't bad. But what we got to do is get more resources so we can.
Don't kid yourself, Rosa.
We're gonna go talk to Rosa.
It's a
Just
poison.
because she's kind
Welcome to
of.
Newell's. Let me know if you need help with anything.
Okay. Sounds like I'm the one that should be helping you.
Do I still have that excuse, man? With all the ructions my husband's been foolish crusade against Dietrich Sieghart, difficult to get who he's angry at for paying off Neon security.
Oh, you don't think Siegert's doing anything wrong?
I don't believe I think my husband has Dietrich on.
Please don't tell James
I said that. He's probably doing what he has. I don't want him to think his own wife is doubting him.
Why are you convinced your husband's wrong?
It's just a feeling he's paying off Neon security because he has no choice. I can't afford to fight back like my husband expects.
Do you know? Does James know? You don't agree with him?
I have no idea. He's so anytime the subject comes up, it turns into an argument. I don't think he's listening to me at all.
Right. Well, I already told James I'll get to the bottom of everything.
Thank you. It'd be so lovely to see my I can't remember the last time a total stranger but perhaps just like to browse our store a bit. Offered to help.
Yeah, that's
now
weird.
All I see is worry on his face.
What's your opinion of Dietrich?
Dietrich, I'm sorry, my husband is here.
That's what we want.
He's been under a lot of pressure of Neon's problem. We all do what we have to. I think he's right. He didn't treat us like competition at all.
Yeah, that was so weird. That was just a weird thing. Right here. I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to go to here normally, but he'll take the flyer, so we'll give it.
Your dad's jumping in from where?
Go in.
Yeah, Paradiso.
Hopefully that was the only conversation.
Miserable hermit on a key.
Yeah? You need something? If you're here for blend, I just had a new batch come in last night.
I'm not here for blend.
No wonder you're stocking up.
Never heard of blend. What is that?
Then you gotta be new in Neon, because it's only the most popular drink in the city. You should try one. I guarantee that once you taste it, you'll be hooked.
Oh, right. So one other thing to get. Yeah. Nope. I'm not here for that.
Huh? Okay, suit yourself. But you have no idea what you're missing.
Look, I don't have time for chit-chat. I've got a lot of business to take care of, so if you don't mind hurrying this along, that'd be great.
Okay, that's good.
As soon as word gets out, blend is back in stock. It's going to be a stampede.
Okay, well, you know Saburo? He's got a business opportunity that could benefit both of your businesses. Here's the flyer.
Whatever, just hand it over. I'll look at it on my own time.
You do that. All right.
Sure
Peace.
you don't want some extra blend for the road?
Good. Right. All for one, James Newell. Okay, so we gotta go speak to Seeker. We'll also give him a flyer. I think also the medical clinic, the hotel. All right, let's go in. Let's go in.
You want to head to Euphorica after work tonight?
Nah.
Hey, Mr. Seeker.
If you don't see what you need, feel free to ask.
How about...
Welcome to Sieghart's Outfitters. Everything you need to explore the settled systems. If I don't have it, you don't need it.
Well, that's kind of a bold claim.
I can promise you, I'm not just using hyperbole to get your business.
You sure?
I've spent years perfecting my business by polling customers, measuring sales, and carefully adjusting my inventory to cater to just about everyone. So take your time, look around, ask me questions. You won't be disappointed.
Wow, you're starting to sound like a used spaceship salesman.
Haven't heard that one before, but I suppose I can't blame you for saying so. I have a lot of overhead in this place, and just between you and me, I am up to my eyeballs in debt. This is a prime spot, right next to the spaceport terminal. But the bills and the rent here are astronomical.
Well, you know, you got a nice shop here. Maybe you should be making quite a bit of money.
You'd think that, right? Unfortunately, I'm barely scraping by. Anyway, I don't want to bore you with the details of my business all day. You're here to shop.
Not really.
So why don't you help out a poor shopkeeper like myself and buy something?
Well, look, Newell, James, he checks you paying the security protection fees.
Yes, I'm aware of James's objections. That's partly why I don't go to the meetings. But if I don't pay Dexler, I'll lose my business. And what good would joining the Alliance do then? So,
true story.
Really, I don't have a choice here. If they want to fight Neon Security, they can. But I need to protect my livelihood.
I understood. You know, but he says, James, he says that if the Alliance is unified, basically you'll be able to stand up to Neon Security.
Easy for him to say. He doesn't have my debts. If I don't pay Dexler, I might lose my inventory. And if I lose my inventory, I'll lose my store.
I still think you should stop the payment.
And why is that?
Rosa
said that?
Yeah.
I remember when her and James first started. They were very green. It was a different time. Okay, you've convinced me. I will stop paying Dexler his safety assurance fee.
All right.
And tell the Newells I will come to the next meeting. Maybe I will even bring some beverages and snacks.
Yeah.
You can't stand up to Neon Security on an empty stomach.
Or pack up your shop when they close you down. Hey, wait, Sigurd.
Don't worry. I'll stop making the payments to Drexler immediately.
Okay, but I got a flyer for you from Saburo.
Business could always be better. I'll take that.
All right. Sounds good. All right.
Thanks for stopping by.
Hey, my pleasure, man. Thank you.
Catherine Louisiana keeps demanding you look into her husband's murder. Yeah,
Oh, yeah?
right. Hysterical old broad.
Alright, so that's the next one that we gotta check on. And we still haven't even done our interview yet. We're going over that. He's gonna give us a thing to do too.
Hey there.
You're looking well today.
Huh?
Yeah,
Don't
thank
worry.
you.
Doc
So are
Mack
you.
will fix you up.
Hey,
That
Doc.
obvious?
Oh my goodness. Another poor soul.
All
right.
You said I was looking good. Just
Tell me what happened to you. Is it an Aurora overdose?
I don't do drugs. I don't use Aurora.
That's a very wise choice.
I know.
Since you're clearly a first-time visitor to Reliant Neon, I'd love to offer you a free checkup, but I'm afraid I'm dangerously low on supplies.
Wow. That's unusual.
I can assure you it isn't by choice.
Oh, really?
You see, I'm a bit at odds with the current administrator of Neon.
You and everyone else.
His drug is turning the streets into a graveyard, and he doesn't seem to care. We've argued about it on more than one occasion, and all he's done is try to persuade me to quit. Thinning out my supply chain is his newest tactic.
That's not good. So he's got pretty much a stranglehold on this city, doesn't he?
Then you understand what I'm up against.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, I've resorted to asking anyone that has a ship registered outside of the Voli system to bring me medical supplies. I pay them for the supplies, of course, but it's the only way I can sneak them past Bayou's people at the spaceport.
Gotcha.
Now, if there's anything else I can do for you, anything at all, you just let me know.
Well, I'm going to have a ship. I think I can help you with that.
That would be amazingly helpful. It's a relief to meet someone who gives a damn about anyone other than themselves for a change.
Well, I'm kind of trying to enhance my situation.
And I'll pay
by
you
doing
directly for the supplies, of course. It's the only way I can sneak them past Bayou's people at the spaceport.
Understood. All right. Well, I hope you won't get in trouble for this.
Don't worry about me. You just watch yourself. Administrator Bayou doesn't like people that rock the boat, if you catch my meaning.
Yeah.
Anyway,
don't rock the boat.
I have a contact over at the clinic in the Narian system. Abby Edding. She's one of the nurses there. She'll get you started. Thank you so much for doing this. You have no idea how helpful it'll be for the poor folk that live in Ebside.
All right. Okay. Hey, by the way, I got a flyer from Saburo. Okadabo. Yeah. It's explaining how you both can probably boost your businesses.
I wouldn't mind a bit of extra traffic as long as the supplies allow for it. A few extra credits never hurt.
Right. I agree. All right, man.
If you need help, remember Reliant.
And then we should be able to get rid of the last flyer here at Hotel Volai. The Volai Hotel.
Are you here to book a room? Welcome to the Hotel Volai. Are you here to rent a room?
I think you'll be pleasantly surprised that our luxury accommodations are more than reasonably priced.
Well, that is a pleasant surprise.
That's the first thing that all of my guests say. My hotel is completely free from administrative influence, so you can rest assured that you'll be actually getting the best value for your credits.
Well, how much is it? What do you mean administrative influence?
Well, almost every business in Neon is subject to ridiculous fees and taxes. They claim that it's because Neon occupies such a prime location, having close proximity to Ryujin and all of the other megacorporations. But I think you and I both know that's not true at all.
We both know that? Well, then you're very lucky.
Well, luck might have played a part, but it took a good deal of my own ingenuity as well. But that's a story for another time.
Nice.
So, can I book you a room for the night?
Well, first, I got this cross-promotion opportunity for you. It's, Saburo, across the way. This flyer explain all of it.
Oh, thanks. I'll definitely give this some thought. It couldn't hurt.
You're right, right? Want to let me in on your little secret, how you beat the system?
Maybe after you've rented a room for a few nights, I might let you in on my secret. For now, it'll just have to remain a mystery. Sorry. I just need some time to see if I can trust you.
Understood.
I'm sure you understand.
Well, kind of. Alright, I do need a room.
Yep. I've got an open room for you. How long are you planning on staying?
We'll go with one night for right now.
Fantastic. You're all set.
Alright, so we are gonna go visit our room. I don't know which room it's on. So we will go check every floor. This might be our room. Turn this on. And what we're looking for, that's the ice bucket. Look for a hidden treasure. Oh, we got a Cyber Runner's bag there. And we got a stove. We can check out in just a moment. Once we're sure we don't actually have. And there it is. Where are you? There you are. Get it in there. Alright, this one, it says, oh. Alright, let's see. We should be able to get away with it. on it. Let's do this just in case. So that was why we took the room. Cooking station. What can we cook? We can make some alien jerky. One. And that was it. Okay. Alright, let's go to room floor 3. 3rd floor. Alright, that's not open. That's not okay. Get up out of here. If we start to see that we're tired or something, now we can come back and actually.
They do say the hardest part is showing up.
Mm-hmm.
And I've done that.
Okay.
Jeez, I don't know if I can do this. Maybe I should just go back to my room.
You don't know if you can do what? Sounds like you're having some trouble. What's up?
You might say I'm having trouble enjoying the local customs. And what's the point of coming here if I'm gonna stay cooped up in my hotel? Believe it or not, I'm actually here for my bachelor party. My fiance wants me to be more adventurous.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, what better place than Neon?
I see.
But I thought the adventure would just happen by default. I didn't think I'd have to manufacture it on my own.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Is there anything specific you wanted to try? I assume you chose Neon for a reason, right?
True. The city is known for Aurora, so I figured I should try that. But I talked with Dr. Manning about how it works, and now I'm skeptical. No, wait, not skeptical? Terrified.
Understood. Aurora's, it's fine in small doses, so you just gotta be cautious.
But what do you consider small? It's probably different for you than me.
Oh man, if you got all these questions.
I don't have much tolerance in general.
Right.
No, this is exactly what my fiance was talking about. I hesitate too much.
Exactly.
But I also don't want to dive right in. I think I want to start with something less damaging to my central nervous system. Supposedly, Madame Sauvage sells a drink called Velocity that's almost like a drug. There's also some local swill people swear by called Blend over at
yeah.
Legrand's Liquors.
I was gonna suggest that.
What do you think?
Go try to Blend. Blend sounds like it could be a good introduction.
Okay, then we'll go with Blend. I'm a bit worried what's in the mix. But that's exactly the kind of cowardice I'm trying to get over. I'll try that first.
All right.
But not right away. I need to prepare myself for the ritual. But hey, next time you come back to Neon, do me a favor and check in on me. Make sure I'm not dead.
Yeah, there's no promises there, bro. If you're in Neon for your bachelor party, where are your friends?
I've been asking my therapist the same question for years. But he hasn't given me an answer I like yet.
Oh, gosh. Are you staying here? How do you like it so far?
I like that it's not a crate. And I haven't felt anything crawling on me when I sleep. So I feel like they do a good job keeping it clean.
Maybe. All right, man.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Yes, definitely. Where's the... So you can see there's a ton of missions here. So dark universe, overtime. You can see all of a sudden it just expands this, and I'm gonna accept this one, this one. Of course, I can't do any of these until this one. We'll check that one out. Oh. Alright. The delivery missions we can't take because we don't have shit. And they're all time. So we'll just let those do what they're going to do. Enhance. I want to go back to Saburo because I gave away all 5 of his flyers. If I remember where they thank you for Hey, Saburo.
Yeah?
It's a wonderful. Don't forget, we sell all types of rum.
Yeah, handed out all those
Thank you so much, my friend. I believe that this will be a great boon for my business. Thank you for taking the time to do this for me. It is not often to see such kindness here in Neon.
Right.
Thank you again for helping me out with the flyers.
Okay, how much money we got? We had 100K. Is this a even? Do we have 100K even?
I'm interested in some of your mining
Holy
gear,
cow.
but I'm gonna need...
All right, we gotta make some more money. So next up, yeah, it should tell us to go down the website. I think we have the lady teed up right now. Oh gosh. Alright, we gotta get past that.
Hey, you take a wrong turn?
Didn't take a wrong turn.
Beat it.
Bother me.
You don't want any fun.
Alright, so there's an elevator around. Because we need to go down to the lower level. Underbelly.
Don't you have something better to do?
No. No.
The syndicate's been pretty bold lately.
That'll work itself out. Rather not get
Can I get you anything? Hello. I'm sorry if I sound rude, but would you mind coming back later? We're actually closed right now. I just forget to pull down the shutters.
Oh, you poor thing. I hope nothing terribly bad has happened.
I'm afraid so.
Oh.
And I don't really want to talk about it right now.
Well,
Perhaps
you're the one that opened the can of
another
worms.
time, when I'm feeling up to it.
Look, I understand you're not feeling up to it, but perhaps I could... Not gonna do that. I assume nothing will change your mind?
I'm afraid not, but come back tomorrow and perhaps I'll be strong enough to speak to you. Right now, I can't. I said I'd talk to you sometime tomorrow. Please, leave me alone.
Look, I understand you're not feeling up to it, but perhaps I could borrow what yourself.
Yes, of
Crap.
course. Please forgive a foolish old woman for forgetting her manners. By all means, take a look.
Really? I didn't really want to. I mean, I don't want to put her out like that. I was just kind of hoping... Oh, she got Tons of money. What are you willing to buy? Not much. Alright. She doesn't want to talk about her husband, so we have to come back the next day. That's not what I was expecting, but it's a good thing we grabbed a room.
Yeah.
Seems like Crimson Fleet is everywhere these days.
Yeah, doesn't it? What we're doing is we're just going on a little bit of treasure hunt.
Not interested.
And look at that. Alright. Nothing I like better than stumbling across some hidden treasure. So, if you're wondering, there's like 2,500 hidden treasures all scattered. Oh my goodness, check this out. A deep core spacesuit. Just sitting there for the stealing. Popper. I so want to just jump in there. Alright, you know what we're gonna do. This is for science. Alright. We're gonna walk into the water. We sure enough cannot. We are underneath. We have fallen. Alright, let's do this. Oh, that's what science is. Don't be nosy. We are done. I actually just am gonna load our last save. Before we stupidly walked into the water. Sadly for me, thanks for telling me about that. Sadly for me, that would probably be a true story no matter what. I can't swim, so yeah, me walking into the water is like, yeah, that's just stupid. Alright, so we know what's going on there, right? He's not gonna talk to us. This one isn't active until we actually start working at Eugen. Sweet rolls. Alright. Tranquility lemon. Enchilada. This stuff is stealing. Some of we should just do. Free to go ahead. Ooh, we can make bandages. Free to those. Say no. give it a little once over. Security. I love these hidden treasures. Are we over encumbered? And then I feel like they're put there just for us. No one else. There's one elevator. Might as well take that. I don't know what time it is. I remember where I am. Part of me wants to speak up. Oh no.
Better walk on out of here. Last chance. Leave, or they'll never find your body. Damn recruits making. Oh! Take that!
You almost ran into a bunch of bullets. Just so you know. And if they hadn't killed the security guard, I wouldn't have known. They needed to go. They killed him. Plus, they were just getting in my way every time I had to come back here. They were there. And of course, the next time I have to actually go and see, what's her name once, the day is up. I didn't want to go past them again. I mean, can you blame me for that? Was I wrong just to want the area cleared? So we don't have to, worry about whether they're there or not, sneaking up the place, causing all kinds of trouble, just killing, random security guards and stuff like that. I think I did everyone basically a service. If you're asking me where am I headed, I don't know. I just saw the stairs and I said, well, let me see where these stairs go.
Keep moving. This seat's gonna make an example out of you. I had a feeling you'd be trouble.
Oh, snap.
You can't run from me.
I'm not trying to run from you. Who's running from who? He says I can't run from him, but he's kind of running from me. What's up here? Reactive gauge. There's credits over here. Aurora staff. Should I try to open it? Let's see. There's one. Two. Three. Would be right there. 1, 2. Look at that. Look at all that aurora. I cannot, in good conscience, make it. I will take your other. Buddy down here thought I was running from him. Slightly remind him that I'm running from. Doesn't quite, may not actually be. He thought it. I mean, we've spent being wrong before. And as long as we can look at that and understand exactly what that means, we're okay. We're okay. So, trade it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this better not be a waste. Yes, let's.
I think we go here and then boom. I so much like this SIG. We'll go get rid of that. The drum beat. All four lawgivers. That. The equinox. That. Mm-hmm. Is that the one I'm using? I think this is the one I'm using right now. And then, oh, we got 7 of these guys at a 1.2k each. Yeah, give me that 8. We are getting so close to having our own ship. We may not even need to work with Ryujin. Oh, look at that. I think we can almost afford a ship now. Alright, we're getting a little over encumbered here as far as clothes. You know what? That can go too. Yeah, we can get rid of all the disciple stuff. I'm actually kind of feeling this right now. I don't know why. I think we kind of want to change our style a little bit. A little mini skirt, right? Feeling this one. I'm gonna sell this guy. I'm just not feeling it. See, this one isn't bad either. Kind of feeling that one too. How much is it? Is this worth anything? No, but it's heavy as all get up. Get rid of that. Alright, get rid of that. And the security uniform, the striker, that outfit. Get rid of that one too. It's kind of heavy. This armored one, anti-ballistic and mirrors. For now, I'm gonna just go ahead and sell it. I'm just gonna sell it. So this is the. I don't want that. This is pretty chill. You see, it gives you +5 carry weight, but we are gonna go with that guy. Okay. So we've streamlined that one. Miscellaneous. What do we got? That. What else is weighing some serious weight? Handcuffs.
If you find anything else,
What else? What else? Where's those? I think we need to go to our room.
Are you working for that Rex Technological
Oh, wait. Let's go down to the We're leaving money on the table right now, but hey, bro.
If you're looking for some, if you have a moment, say hello to my wife, Rosa.
Oh, I have. Hey, Dietrich, he agreed to stop those payments, man.
Well, I'll be.
Yeah.
And all you had to do was talk to him?
Well, I just had to remind him of your wife. I think you might want to talk to her. See what's going on there. It took some convincing, but he came around.
I don't doubt it. Like trying to wipe the slime off a chasm bass.
Oh, let it
I wouldn't
go,
have gone that
Hud.
far.
If Sieghart says he's in, that's all that matters.
Is he really
Yeah,
in, Rosa?
I guess you got a point. Thanks for your help on this. The Merchants Alliance is finally united.
Well, that's
I
good
don't
to
know
hear.
if we'll ever get a fair shake in the city, but it's a start.
All right, we are almost there to our first ship. Okay, and then so basically, I'm looking for more treasure. I think we should go ahead and do our. Okay, before we call it a match, maybe we should do our interview. Alright, so, and then the first things first. Oops, wrong button. Alright, let's go ahead. Let's change our image a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put that on. I'm going to put these on. I don't know. Hold on. I think we're gonna go there, right? And then let's see. I'm gonna take that off. I don't think. Is that a good mix? I don't know. I don't think so. I think we need to stick with this guy. Alright, let's see if we and then we need to work on our persuasion. You see, we already have it. We got commerce, we got deception, diplomacy. Spend one more point. Okay, so we gotta spend one more point. Alright. Let's see how we look. We look marvelous. We look thick and marvelous. If I'm not mistaken, we need to go to operations. Then we need to talk
Welcome to Ryujin Industries. Can I help you?
Hey, Lane. What's up?
You must be one of the candidates that Imogene Salzo is interviewing today. Her office is down the hallway to my left. Take another left at the conference room, follow it around to the right and up a small flight of stairs. Then take a left and keep heading that way until you see her office. Sounds like a maze, right?
Right.
So if you want me to walk you back there or have any questions, just let me know.
Understood. All right. I like Lane. I love Imogene. All right, here we go. I do have some questions.
And hopefully I have some answers.
Well, let's hope. So how the interview's going?
Between you and me, I think Imogene is about done with the whole process. You won't believe the people we've been getting. I heard the hiring algorithm Yuko made approved all applicants. And of course Yuko bailed when interview time hit. It's technically her job. And Imogene is furious.
Furious. I understand. What can you tell me about Imogene?
Imogene Salzo is my idol.
Oh.
She's ruthless, but still knows how to behave around everyday people, if you know what I mean.
Gotcha.
She's probably next in line to take over for Ularu Chen, head of operations here, which would be a godsend considering Chen has no filter and loves to speak her mind.
Understood.
No one loves brutal honesty that much.
All right, well, I think I'm ready for that interview.
Good. That's not keep Imogene waiting too long. And the offer still stands if you need someone to show you the way.
No, I think I'm good. I can find the office.
Great. Well, good luck then. I'm sure I'll see you on your way out.
All right, you be good. All right, so you turn left.
Imogene and Yuko run a tight ship around here.
Yeah. Turn right. We're gonna stop and talk to this guy.
What is it? You're interrupting me. Is this time accounted for?
Well, it's not.
Then I will remind you that the schedule exists for a reason.
I don't have a schedule.
We seem to
right
be
now.
ignoring it. If time is money, then suffice to say Ms. Serrano would not be pleased with such a frivolous expenditure.
Well, she doesn't have to know. You know what? This is just a hallway conversation, right? We don't need to document everything, do we?
You may have a point. And since you clearly have bandwidth to spare, maybe you can help me clean up a minor indiscretion.
A minor? I might be able to help you with this.
Good. Let me give you some background. Recently, I've been assisting the impoverished in both Ebbside and the underbelly. I pay for the occasional meal, clinic visit, or comfort. But I may have lost a slate in the process. I need you to locate and retrieve it for me.
All right, I'll find your slate.
Then we have an agreement. Good. Go to the underbelly and talk to the panhandler, Huang. Discarded items are her specialty, so she may have come across the slate herself. If you can manage to find it, bring it back to me, and I will pay you for the time.
All right.
Until next time.
Yeah.
I hope you're more prepared than the last one. Have a seat.
All right. Hello.
All right, just to get a few things straight here. I'm Imogen Salzo, Senior Operations Specialist here at Ryujin Industries. I don't normally do this, but my counterpart Yuko is indisposed at the moment, so here I am.
That's fine.
We're looking for someone to fill an entry-level administrative position. Apparently, our algorithm has failed us and believes you to be a decent match, which I'll take up with our technicians later. So, let's get this over with. Why do you want to work for Ryujin Industries?
Because I want to get close to you. You know, neuroamps, right? That's what you guys do. They're revolutionary right now. And I just want to be part of what's next.
It's good to see you're familiar with and appreciate our work here. This next one should be interesting, considering you marked having 0 experience.
Yeah, okay.
Why do you consider yourself qualified for a job like this?
Because I can get things done. Because I know I can make any deal happen.
Including this job? The art of the deal can go a long way here. If what you say is true,
Excuse me?
you'll have department heads fighting over you in no time. How motivated are you to succeed?
Well, I am willing to go above and beyond to get the job done.
All in, huh?
All in.
At least that's an attitude we can work with here. And finally, my last question. If you worked here for 5 years, what role would you see yourself in?
Embroiled in a tawdry, hot, steamy office affair with my boss. I think I prefer the complexities of cybersecurity.
In that case, you'd find yourself on one of the best teams in the settled systems.
Right.
It's nice to see someone take an interest in the legal side of cybersecurity. But I hope you enjoy a challenge. The hackers these days keep our people busy round the clock.
Figure.
So look, since there's a million other things I'd rather be doing than this, not to mention that this isn't even my job, you're hired.
Oh.
On a probationary period, of course. Especially considering this criminal record of yours.
It's not
First order. There's a meeting starting soon, and I need you to pick up the coffee order at Terra Brew.
Really?
Fairly easy, so you shouldn't be able to screw it up. If there's a line, skip it. Tell them you're here for Imogen Salzo, and you should get served right away.
Alright. I'll get you coffee. You know what I mean? Hopefully that's just a prelude to breakfast in bed. If you know what I mean.
Just waiting for more info. As usual.
There's a mission board for Ryujin. Alright, go down here. Never got where I was going. Why is it telling me to go there? Go to there. Obviously, it's not.
Hi, there's a line here. Hi there. Welcome to Terra Brew. How can I help you?
I'm here to pick up an order for Imogen.
Oh, the Ryujin order. You must be new. What happened to Tomo? Did
Tomo?
you finally get that promotion?
I got fired is what happened. And this
is the suit.
Is the soulless suit they got to replace me.
Tomo, I'm sorry. I know how hard you were working for that promotion.
4 years behind a desk, getting coffee, kissing up to that high and mighty Ularu Chen, just to get replaced by this nobody?
What happened?
Who knows? I looked at someone wrong. The coffee wasn't hot.
Which is
they didn't even have the
you're
decency
making
to tell me.
Cold
They
now.
just had security escort me out of the building,
With all your
like some
wine.
criminal.
Wow. I'm sorry to happen to you.
Yeah, I bet you are. No one's ever sorry in this business. And now that I've been terminated, it's only a matter of time before they send you after me. So I'm taking matters into my own hands.
Wait, why?
Believe me,
Oh
it's
my.
either you or me.
Wait, hold on. What do you mean it's either you or me?
You don't just get to learn all the ins and outs of Ryujin operations and then just walk away. Even worse, I got fired. They don't let that kind of knowledge run around in the head of disgruntled employees.
Well,
It's just a matter of time before they send you after me. So I'm taking matters into my own hands.
you said that. Hold on. Okay, let's talk about this, okay?
You want to talk?
Yeah, I do.
I'll tell you what. You get one chance to prove you deserve this job. Change my mind, and I'll walk away. Fail, and I think you know where this is headed.
All right, look, you're throwing your life away here right now.
You can't be that good. Not yet.
I can be, and neither one of us wants to risk what's the worst happen.
Nobody wants that.
Nobody. Right. All right. See, look, that's what I like to hear, and it sounds like you're calming down.
I'm still willing to talk.
I see that.
Look, at some point, Ularu really will send you after me. Just promise me you'll remember this. That when I came after you, I gave you the chance to talk me down.
All right, of course. But why would I be the one they send?
Let's just say Ryujin doesn't like loose ends. Chen fired me, and now she's gonna see me as a liability.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why it's just a matter of time before our paths cross again. Okay, and when they do, I'm just hoping you'll listen to me, like I listened to you.
Right. Of course.
You're either one of the few good people in Neon, or you already know a thing or two about leverage. Just don't make me regret this.
All right, man. Peace out. Wow.
Hey, no worries on anyone calling security here.
Really?
Take it from me, Ryujin will handle any drama that may come from this. You'll want to be sure to report it to them.
All right. And I'm sorry about all that.
Are you serious? That's the most excitement I've had in months. I feel like I should be thanking you.
Oh, okay. What can you tell me about that?
Tomo had been Ryujin's errand boy for some time now. Lots of ambition. Dying to get up that food chain, if you know what I mean. He always seemed really nice, so a stunt like that? I never saw it coming.
I bet you did. All right, well, I still need to pick up that order.
Yes, of course. Here it is. Oh, and please let Mr. Cho know that we did have the recommended maintenance done. I triple-checked the grind myself, and a mistake like that will never happen again.
Understood. All right, we got places to be, people to see, we got bosses to woo. Just one. Now, I admit that would be a lovely addition. Alright, I thought I picked the floor.
Hey there.
Hey.
I got the memo from Imogene to add you to the system. So it sounds like congratulations are in order.
Yeah.
You must have really nailed that interview.
Yeah. Look, I didn't just nail it. I think I crushed it.
Well, with an attitude like that, you'll certainly fit in here. Anyway, just wanted to welcome you to the dysfunctional family.
Well, thank you.
I'd hate to be on
We'll
the
talk to
souls of
Lane
that
more. Kind of see if we can make sure he feels like he's
I hope that
appreciated.
coffee is still hot considering the time it took you to get it. You either need to learn this city or how to deal with distractions. So, what was the holdup?
Well, I kind of ran into an ex-employee of yours.
Good answer. And the one I was hoping for, since we learned of the incident before your return. Your handling of the Tomo situation has caught some attention, and we'd like to try you out in a different role at the company.
Oh, really?
And since Yuko isn't here to object, your new position starts right now. So, congratulations, you've been promoted. Not bad for your first day, right?
No, not bad at all. Well, tell me about my new position.
Let me explain. I'm promoting you to junior operative. The position is a bit more complicated and completely confidential. Your main duty is to add influence when necessary to ensure success of the business. Any questions so far?
Yeah. Does that mean late nights where we work together hand in hand? What do you mean by add influence?
In any case where a threat to success is established, one of us is sent out to create a more desired outcome. This may be through a conversation or presenting some new information. It's all very situational, as you'll soon see.
All right. I'm good.
Really? Well, this transition may be easier than I thought. Now,
I
let's get
am
that
easy.
coffee delivered. I'll gladly take mine. And since Yuko's still a no-show, feel free to keep hers. The other recipients are eagerly waiting for you in the conference room.
Roger that.
My next assignment can't start soon enough.
Okay. Hey, Lyndon.
Ah, coffee. You'd think we'd want to support our own subsidiary and get tranquility more often, but Terra Brew it is.
Maybe Ryujin should acquire Terra Brew.
Terra Brew would be a substantial purchase, but we fully intend to develop the Tranquility brand. Current projections are set to surpass Terra Brew within the next 5 years. Tea-talk aside, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lyndon Calderi, Chief Financial Officer.
Nice to meet
I'll
you,
be the
Lyndon.
one deducting expenses from your pay every time you manage to screw up.
Well, since I
Which
don't screw up.
hopefully won't be often.
Yeah, hopefully. Well, wait a minute. My pay gets reduced whenever I make mistakes?
Yes, mistakes are often costly and involve substantial cleanup, both literally and figuratively. Law enforcement, witnesses, evidence, everything has its cost.
If I bump a vase and knock it over, well, there goes my pay. I understand.
Good. Then it appears we have nothing left to discuss. This introduction was not annoying. I hope our future encounters are as productive.
Roger that. Oh, look at you, Genevieve.
Just what I needed. Imogene said she hired someone new. I'm Genevieve, head of marketing and public relations.
Well, so you're the one keeping Ryujin in the public's good graces?
Yeah, me and an entire department at my back. Anyway, it's good to put a face to the new operative. The only question now is how much work are you going to be?
A lot. What do you mean by how much work?
Cleanup, of course. Journalists are pretty quick at putting 2 and 2 together. And I get the pleasure of making sure those connections are never made. Or, if they are, handling the fallout.
Understood. Well, you don't have to worry about me.
Yeah, that's what they all say. Just know that one screw up for you means a lot of overtime and sleepless nights for me and my team.
And a lot less money for me.
So, any precautions you can take will be greatly appreciated.
I got you. I got you, Genevieve.
Coffee, finally. Well, let's have a look at you.
Ooh. Well, I hope you like what you see. I am quite the specimen, you know. Well,
Sounds like something my son would say.
Oh.
And no, I don't mean that as a compliment. I'm Alexis Price, head of the legal department here, and I'll be direct. Any legal troubles you cause as an operative, witnesses, getting arrested, are my troubles.
Oh.
So steer clear of law enforcement.
Roger that.
We may have connections with Administrator Bayou and the Freestar Rangers, but they aren't the ones I prefer to abuse.
Okay, understand. I'm like a ghost. No one will ever catch me.
Good. Then we should get along just fine.
Yeah. Hey, can we get your hitbox? Almost had it right there. Can't.
So, fetching coffee 1 minute and junior operative the next. Camden Cho, supply chain manager for Ryujin. We won't work together much, but as part of the same department, hopefully I'll be seeing you around.
Well, I will say this. Barista says she triple-checked the grind herself.
Ah, so she remembered. Not that I expect much out of Terra Brew coffee, but hey, I suspected their grinder was on its last leg. Anyway, welcome to the team. Oh, and just a heads up, people in your position don't typically see the brighter side of Ryujin Industries. But rest assured, this is a great company, and the work we do goes toward benefiting millions.
Sweet. All right. I'll keep that in mind.
Please do. It's easy to get wrapped up in the bad if that's all you see. Of course, you'll be forming your own opinions as you go. Just keep an open mind. Oh, and thanks for the coffee.
You're welcome.
I hope you enjoyed your little meet and greet.
It was alright.
I thought you'd like to know the execs who you'll be impacting while on the job.
Understood. I've been told how much work I could create for them if I'm not careful.
I can only imagine. Now that you've met a few of the execs, let's get you started.
Nice.
We have reason to believe that our friends at KeltCorp are trying to hack into our R&D server, since we're both competing for a contract right now.
Well, that doesn't sound good. Big mistake on their part.
My words exactly.
Ooh.
We can't allow them to
Like
win
mines.
the contract, nor can we allow the action to go unpunished.
Right.
I'll be giving you a data slate with a file that you'll need to upload through one of their computers.
Consider it done.
Remember, this is confidential. We can't have anyone at KeltCorp getting suspicious. When all is said and done, it should be as if you were never there. Here's the data slate. Good luck.
Roger that. One, upload the program at KeltCorp.
I hope I can wrap up this next assignment quick. The Razor Ball tournament starts tonight.
Where are we? So this one I think is pretty straightforward and simple. Actually, let's see which one step ahead. Upload program at KeltCorp. So this one, unfortunately, is a distance because it's all the way at the other end. We need to work on our stamina. We're almost out, and we haven't made it all the way to the other end yet.
Word is the Borealis, you know, the DJ? Well, she's moping around because she lost something important.
Now I've seen everything. So too does the pressure on the system to protect United Colony space. These notorious bloodthirsty pirates have been emboldened.
Are you covered?
If you're wondering what that smell is, it's...
We need to get to KeltCorp. And then, yeah, we can just stroll right on by. We're just sitting here talking to people. That's
If
it.
you'll excuse me, I
We're
have a
just
deadline
visiting.
to meet.
You've seen us before. You've seen us here many a time. Yep. Mm-hmm. All right. So now he is. Where's he? Nice. God dang it. Not mistaken. Then here. Those. Boom. Alright. And then upload program. Alright. And then hey, we were just sitting there chilling. Hey, how you guys doing? Hey, are they still out at coffee? Oh, I just wanted to talk to them. Alright, I'll be back. Let me know when they come back. Yeah, thanks.
Thank you again for your help with
Hey.
Sabaro.
No problem. And Saburo really likes you. Hey,
If you're here to buy, I'm afraid we only sell direct to retailers.
that's alright. That's alright. I just wanted to know. So, is everything fully settled with Saburo?
Yeah. I sent along the credits to my father and convinced him to excuse all of the late penalties. He was a bit more reasonable about it than I expected.
Nice.
As for Sabro and I, we're working closer than ever before. On a plan together. For his business. To get it back on track, I mean. He really is a lovely man. Probably one of the most honest in this godforsaken city. It'll be my pleasure to help him get back on his feet.
Or off his feet. That ain't bad either. Okay. Good luck with that.
Have a fine day.
You too now. Look, ooh, what do you got, bro? Oh my goodness, you got stubs. Look at that. Calibrated. How much is it? Okay, 142K, man. All right, he's only got 30. Oh, I got the. What am I doing? All right, can I sell you anything? I can sell you. I can sell you the world. All right, here we go. All right, we're not getting rid of the relic. You see, he came over with the gun.
The Syndicate's been pretty bold lately.
Really?
It'll work itself out. I'd rather not get mixed up with the Syndicate or get stuff.
Yeah? Owen told me not to worry about it.
Well, there you go. Business as usual. Another day, another shift.
Ever wonder how the kids...
Turn.
This report isn't bad, but you're going to need more supporting evidence.
If you happen to see Lyndon on this
Imogene's a
floor,
stickler for
give a girl a heads up?
That's what I was afraid of. I just hate accessing the Combatech database. It's anxiety-inducing.
I know what you mean.
I should have done his job while I was out.
All right.
Well, look who survived their first assignment. How'd it go? Anything to report?
You don't already know?
A fair question. We may have plenty of eyes and ears out there, but I'm still going to need an answer.
It went well. No incidents.
Not a single setback.
Not a single one.
I knew you were going to be perfect for this job.
You knew I was going
If
to be
you
perfect
recall,
for you.
setbacks mean a lot of things for a lot of people. Payoffs, cover stories, cleanup crews. You get my drift.
Mm-hmm.
The cleaner your work, the more intact your payments stay. I'm sure you understand.
I understand. I get it. Thing works equals maximum payout.
Exactly. In the meantime, I'll make sure that slate is properly disposed of.
All right.
So, now that we know you're capable of handling some light cyber mischief, let's try your hand at a little framing.
Hey, I'm ready for whatever's next.
One of our subsidiaries, Arboron, is currently competing for a contract against Laredo. Now, the buyer likes to keep their associations clean, and will be sending a representative to Laredo in Akila City for an evaluation. We just need you to visit their office first and accidentally leave behind some incriminating evidence against their company.
Where do I need to leave this evidence?
The inspection will be similar to an audit. These things are usually pretty thorough. Filing cabinets, desks. I trust you can be smart about it.
Okay. What are the do's and don'ts of this assignment?
We want a clean and careful job. Obviously, we don't want any bad press at this point, or we could lose the deal. I don't want to hear any news about bounties or bodies coming out of Akila City.
Okay. I'll make sure it gets done.
Good. This one should be easy to pull off. Laredo has their own building, unlike Keltcorp, so at least there's only a single layer of security to deal with.
Understood.
Here's the slate we need you to plant. It holds confidential files that'll cast the perfect negative light on our friends at Laredo. Now, get going.
Roger that. Alright, so that's where we're at right now. So this is the first. Welcome to Ryujin Industries Operations. Now that you completed your first assignment as a member of Ryujin Industries Operations Department, you have access to additional missions furthering Ryujin Industries objectives across the settled systems. To undertake one of those missions, access the mission board across from Senior Operative Office. More mission types will become available as you work under Imaging Salzo. Nice. Hold on. Let's go take a look real quick. I was about to call it there, but I believe this is the board it was talking about. So let's go ahead and take a look. No, nothing's there yet. Okay. I think we need to...
Don't wander into any restricted areas.
So this is only senior operatives can access that one. Only senior operatives. Looking for... You know what I'm looking for. Is there any hidden treasures around here? So I believe that is the one that we'll want to check, but there's nothing there. All right, so that is where we're going to leave it. We now need to have a ship. We got to go to Akila. So we're at that point. We have 149K. We can buy a ship now. So we can get ourselves a ship, get ourselves on over to Akila. The other question and the other thing that I want to consider is, do I want to start with the strikers here? Because then that'd be some local stuff that we can do before and then build up our thing. Let's face it, we're not going to get 400K. We're not. So I'm not going to be able to get that one ship. But 149, almost 150K. We do one more thing, we're almost guaranteed, I would say, about a choice between 5 out of the 10, if not 6 out of the 10 ships that we were able to look at. And I'm sure one of them would be pretty decent to start, and then we would have to make more money to modify it, look to the way we want it. So that's where we are. That's where we're going to leave it for now. And again, guys, you know the drill. You like, comment, subscribe. And next time we'll keep wrapping this up, keep this one going, and keep her, and then we'll decide. But remember, the whole main mission thing won't even set off until the possibility of it won't even kick off until we hit level 25. So we still got a ways to go before that even sets in. So right now, what we're doing is just building our backstory, building who we are before going in and, before even being introduced to Constellation and all that stuff. And we got to go get him his slate. That's the next thing we should do. Go get his slate, get the money from him, and then that will really help us out. Okay, guys. Until next time. Peace.